We've been renovating this house for 7 weeks now. We're almost at the demolition. We had a massive fireplace removed. We've removed walls between small bedrooms to turn it into our new big master suite. But it has been feeling a little bit like we've been taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back when it comes to the design. When we bought this house, this huge overhang was one thing that I absolutely hated. We also knew that we wanted to add a ton of windows to this wall and turn this part of the house into the kitchen of my dreams. But we were torn on whether we were doing a fireplace here in what will be the little family sitting room area. I was also dreaming of a pair of French doors on this wall onto our beautiful deck addition, and a fireplace on this wall, which left only one wall for the sofa, almost no walls for other furniture. We have finally made some decisions on the design. Now, I just have to take these drawings that I thought were done and ready to go to the city 2 videos ago into the new set of drawings, because I cannot make any more design changes at this point. Chris is going to be starting the electrical and the plumbing rough-ins in a couple of weeks, and once those trays show up, I cannot be changing my mind anymore. A design first approach to my renovations, which may seem a little backwards since we're in full demolition and I'm still making changes to the house plans, but let me explain my logic to you because it could help you out if you take on a project like this. If you've been here for a while, you know I've been back and forth about the fireplaces, and really it was just a question of finding enough time to make it to the fireplace store. And now that I went, I know what I've fallen in love with. The good part about our approach is that now that I know what I've fallen in love with, I still have time to change our house design to match what I've fallen in love with. And I've definitely had too many clients who are in the middle of construction with all of their framing done, where they would have been stuck with a really expensive change because, for example, if we had framed up this wall to receive a fireplace and these doors were on order, I could not be changing my mind to what fireplace I want, because I've decided the final decorative items I want in this room before Chris has started doing all the framing. I'm able to change it all. So now I have my fireplace specs, which I needed to know what fireplace I was going to use so I could get these specs, so I could draw the fireplace and its mantle on the ground, so that then I would know how big my windows could be. You want to start with the final design and work backwards to settle your big building plan design. You do not want to draw a big building plan design and then find out that the really cute wood-burning white fireplace that you want inside of a mantle, all cute and European-like, you can't actually fit with what you have. So I better get this fireplace and this mantle on the ground because I need to change that window size and I need to change your drawings and get them sent because Chris wants them.
What have we done? Can we still keep our secrets? Put on a smile, close the door, let's go upstairs. They'll never know what we don't
Popping
show.
my wall and my fireplace into AutoCAD. One thing that I know that I really love is a built-in mantle with a chimney breast, that bit of wall that sort of comes out and then the mantle sits on that. So I'm just going to draw that into AutoCAD to see how much space I need. Then I'm going to take those measures and put them on the actual floor so that I know for sure how big I can get those windows. I've gone to Pinterest and I've already created a board. If you're not already following us on Pinterest, that is where you can start to see all of my design ideas before I even really know they're my design ideas. I've been collecting some ideas of what I'm sort of liking for the look of this fireplace elevation. So I'm just gonna start to loosely draw that into AutoCAD. I'm not into the weeds of, you know, the style of the mantle or the tile or any of that yet. I'm just trying to figure out the right size for the room.
The kids wanna pool, open the curtains, renewing the neighborhood. Our first impression cannot be removed, and no one know what we do.
the drapes are going to be a problem. By the time the fireplace is there, like I'm wondering if it's a 5-foot window. Because the fireplace sticks out so much now.
This side, I can get to the top right there.
I see. Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter
Okay.
where it ends.
That's 60 inches and that works for you.
Well, because I'm coming off that step, 1.5 inches. So I'll have to pull this out and move it.
Well, no, you can go, do you want to go wider than 60? We could go a little wider. Like, bear in mind that, like, there's a chimney breast that sticks out here.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we go just a bit wider. Yeah. So the window, because if it's 52 inches, like, from wall to wall, basically,
Yeah.
I deducted 12 inches, like 4 inches of casing. And that'd be quite enough. Might need
You
to
only
be.
have 6 on each side, right?
Yeah, so maybe 36 inches. 4 inches of casing. And then 4 inches of paint. I think that's probably okay.
It's crazy how far out. Because where would you put your chairs?
Well, that's them on the ground. The sofa would be here, and you have room for one more chair here, but you only get 5 chairs because the doorway into the room is there.
Oh, and then my coffee table, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, I know. What's annoying is the hearth. It's this that's annoying. It's got to stick out so far. The gas one is remarkably smaller. Like, everything gets smaller. Like, the width of this mantle gets narrower, the width that it sticks out gets way narrower. I mean, if we're doing this built-in fireplace idea, I would still do a hearth, because I want it to look like a fireplace. But I don't want the hearth to have to come all the way up to here.
Yeah, this is the one that you fell in love with. The gas one fits better.
The gas one fits way better. Like, I love the idea of the wood one.
Yeah.
Like, if our house was way bigger, I would have the wood one. But our house is, I think, too small to lose all of this space. And I don't want, like, A, we don't have the budget. B, I don't want to go through the work of doing an addition up front, just for the sake of a stove. Do we leave the windows at 36? Is there any benefit to doing 36 and 36? Wow, that works out really well. Because this stud can stay here now. The only reason I'm thinking that, and this is more of a question for the window guy, is because we like the idea of lift ups. They're going to have a max width. So if we had a 66-inch wide window, then it would be like a slider. But only one of those is going to slide. Versus if you have this, you're getting this like 30 by 30, right? Up, open, 30 by 30, up, open. Same, you're getting more air. That was a long chat. Only to decide.
Kitchen windows on the outside anyway, right?
Yeah, that'll match with my kitchen windows outside.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, you go. I went through all that with Chris. There was lots of back and forth. The wood fireplace is just way too big. We're both in love with it. Hey, we would love wood.
Yeah.
But it's just too big. The room is too small. So we are going to end up going with the gas. But it was great because we made some window decisions in terms of widths on either side of the little fireplace. That's what I really had to do today, was figure out window sizes and get it on these drawings so that we can get them off and get them changed. And then we're still waiting for the engineering drawings before we can do the permit, which I didn't.
Probably change again because of all this too.
Great.
Just getting to the house now. Thought I would give you a quick kind of update of the house kind of from my side. Yesterday I took the top off of this. This is the old furnace vent, so I took the top off, patched the roof. We have all this framing upstairs to still take out. We have some electrical and a little bit of plumbing to take out up here. We got a creek here, so that's another note from Fiona. Another creek here. Really have to fix the creaks in the steps. This wall's coming back, so we have a bit of framing work to do there. That one we're waiting on some engineering drawings. And I am waiting for Heather to finalize her kitchen plans because we are going to have pantry, kind of a built-in recess for the fridge. And I need to know where those walls are because a lot of the heating and cold air return runs, we need to reconnect upstairs. The bathroom above me, because we took out all of the plumbing from this bathroom, we have to reconnect all the drainage for up there. And same thing, we have another bathroom we're adding over here. So I need to know where all the walls are because I'm going to need to use all those to know where we can run plumbing and heating, even electrical up to the upper floor. If you saw last week's video, I said I was going to be back in the basement doing more demo down here. And that's why I'm a bit frustrated, because I feel like I haven't been able to get one thing done because I'm jumping around the house. For this house, it's kind of been part of the process. We're deciding to keep it for ourselves, so the reno's a little different, and it has been evolving a bit while we're taking things out and trying to make sure we make it as perfect as we can for us. We're our own clients, so we can change things as we want, even though it can be a little bit frustrating, but I think in the end it's going to be a way better house. The new plan is to fully remove all the insulation in the ceiling, take down all this strapping, continue removing the old electrical. We have some heat runs that we're going to have to remove, and heat runs we'll have to reconnect eventually, but that'll be after framing. We have more framing to take out. This is where the new laundry room is going to be. And then we have this old bathroom that I have to completely remove. I'm going to take down all this because we're going to need to access all the heating up above us here. And some of the plumbing actually we have to delete above this ceiling. And then, of course, if you remember from the original demo, when I took the tub and sinks out, still a bit of mold there to get rid of. This wall's got to come out because I think that's the only way that freezer's coming out of this room. Be nice to get that out of my way finally. Finding more droppings in the insulation, so anything with droppings on it is going out the window and that'll get put into the bin. But I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere finally. I've just kind of been working my way along and pulling out the insulation, the electrical. All this area is where I just found some more mouse droppings. You can see the pipe insulation the mice have been chewing on. So I kind of threw out everything in this area, and I've actually only saved a couple pieces so far, but hopefully as we go along we'll be able to save some more and have a clean slate to start with. So I better keep at the demo.
If I close my eyes and think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. 'Cause honestly, I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you because now I see we were meant to be.
I feel like I'm getting somewhere finally. I'm doing demo pretty much the whole day, but we've got everything pulled back all the way back to here. So I still have this corner on this side of the basement to do. And then of course we got to move to the other side and take out some framing, that bathroom. And then I still have some ceiling and insulation to take down here. So that'll be tomorrow, but that's it for me today. Kind of more of the same. I'm gonna go through saving a little bit of lumber that's good. This is some of the cold air return tin that we might reuse. Got my pile of wire to recycle or reuse. And then I pulled out the fluorescent bulbs and the ballasts from those lights because I can take those in and recycle those because they shouldn't go in the landfill. And continue on getting rid of framing, that bathroom, and try to get to that clean slate so we can start rebuilding soon. So I better get at it.
Where are you now? Heard you live far away, but just tell me where and I'll come see ya. 'Cause I'm afraid that I'll end up here alone. Hope you'll understand how much I need ya. Take me back to when we were kids and didn't care if we were acting stupid, 'cause all we had was
This guy's got like a big frame. And then this guy's got like his big frame, right?
Yeah.
I think I just wanted to like this and then that.
Okay.
So outside, I was thinking the architectural brown. Yeah.
And then the grills,
Oh, patina. It was patina.
patina is almost black, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost black, but not quite. See, running theme here.
think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. 'Cause 'Cause honestly, I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you because now I see we were meant to be.
Just getting ready for another fun-filled day in the basement, but before I get started there, my earplugs are a little disgusting, so I think I have a spare set that I can pop on. I've got this bin that has all my PPE stuff. We've got our extra base camp dust filters there, and actually that's what I'm looking for, a set of replacement plugs. I'm gonna get those popped on, get to work. I think tomorrow Heather will be back. We're gonna try and tackle some more framing upstairs, so see what I can get done down here today.
It is officially my favorite day of the week. I'm headed to the house in my working girl pants. Chris and I want all of the walls that are coming out of the house this week. And he's been working on the basement all this week. So I'm headed there to help him get the last of the walls out. And if we can do it, I have a little treat in my car for him. Wish us luck.
So we may now have the world's biggest bathroom. But what I wanted to accomplish this week was get all the framing out of the basement, and I wanted to get all the insulation out of the ceiling to find more mouse problems, more HVAC problems, and guess what we found? More mice problems. We have a hole here to fill up. This one's patched with a cloth, but better yet, this one has a screwdriver sticking out of it. Someone thought that was a good idea. A few more holes to patch up, make sure there's no mice coming in. I'm glad I got all that done this week because it feels like I accomplished something.
This week we met with a window company and we had a ton of decisions to make. We needed to decide on colors for the exterior and the interior. We also needed to decide if we wanted cute little grills inserted into the new windows. And the other thing we needed to decide on is how we wanted our windows to open and which windows did we want to open. So let's get into all of the things that you're gonna need to know if you order windows for your home. The first is the exterior color, which is often limited by the type of window that you're ordering. Of course, Chris and I are on a budget, so we're going with the PVC windows. The standard PVC frames only came in 2 color options, and I didn't love them. So we are doing an upgrade to the acrylic wrap, which gives us a bunch more color options. What I've decided to do is go with the architectural brown. I don't love black generally used anywhere in my own houses. And the architectural brown is going to give me the impact of a darker window, but I'm not going to be going with something that's A, trendy, and B, bossy. Inside, again, because we're doing the vinyl windows, we are limited to either the white or the wicker color, unless we go for an upgrade of this stainable fur wrap. As you guys know, we are working in a very tight budget thanks to our asbestos removal. So I just don't think the stainable fur is going to be in the cards for me, no matter how much I love it. I have to pick white or wicker, which is a big design decision that I'm saving for another day. The other thing we had to decide on is if we wanted the cute little grills in the window, which of course we do because I like that slightly cottagey feel for the house. Those grills can be done in two ways. The first is called SDLs, which is a piece of metal that is sitting on top of the glass of the window. The other way to do that is to use grills. You'll see they come in various sizes and they are actually living inside the glass of the window. The SDLs are the more expensive option, but also the SDLs mean you're cleaning within this frame that you're always fighting against. So we ended up picking the internal grills, not just because they're a little cheaper for the budget. I actually like the simpler, sort of finer line of the division. It's gonna feel a little bit more modern when the house is done. The last thing that we had to decide is how we wanted our windows to open. Windows can either be single hung, meaning that they're going to lift up from the bottom and slide open. The other common option for windows is to do a slider, or you have the casement style with the crank that opens up. There are very cool awning style windows, which are super, super cool, but they're not in our budget. But if they're in your budget, I highly recommend them, especially from your kitchen to your patio. Anyway, we're gonna have 4 big windows in this room. Their windows are gonna end up being 36 by 60, and they wouldn't be able to do all of this as a casement. That would be too heavy for the crank mechanism. And Chris and I want as much air moving through this room as possible. So we elected for the single hung windows. Plus, I love that they're gonna have the big bar that goes across here and the little grill. I think it's gonna be very sort of modern cottage vibes, which is kind of what I'm aiming for, I guess. In the kitchen, I wanted the single hung, but that causes a bit of a problem. If I had the single hung all through this room, that would mean I would have 7 windows that all needed to open. And let me tell you a little secret about windows. If they open, they are much more expensive than windows that don't open. Again, which I think will just be a running theme through this whole house, we have a budget constraint. So what Chris and I decided is that we really only needed 3 windows out of the 7 to open. We're gonna do 1 window on the sink wall that opens, and then the 2 windows on either side of the range will also open. Now, if we decided to do these windows that open as the single hung, and these windows that don't open, they wouldn't match, because the single hung are gonna have that big frame where the slider goes up, and these have no frame in the middle. That is just not gonna work for me. That is definitely gonna distract from the look of my beautiful kitchen. And there's another problem. You see, the cabinets are gonna stick out about this much in this room, which means if my windows slide and I can't get to them because of the cabinet, then I can't open my windows. That was the other reason that the sliders, as much as I love the look, just weren't gonna work for us. So in this room, we elected to do the casement, which is again, the crank style, so that from my counter, I could just reach over and easily get that whole window to open. Now, I'm a little bit annoyed because the casement style windows also won't be an identical match to the fixed windows. Their frame is a little bit wider, but really, this is the type of thing that's very easy to get hung up on when everything you're selecting is under this microscope and you're making these big decisions in your renovation. A year from now, when I'm frantically getting Fiona out the door to school, I'm not gonna care that my frames are slightly different. Chris and I went around the whole house from room to room, deciding which rooms were sliders, how big the sliders were gonna be, and I won't bore you with all those details. If you're going out to a window store to purchase some new windows for your house, you have a little bit of an idea of what to expect in terms of the decisions you're going to need to make. Here's this little note, so cute. So we're taking out this wall, right?
Yeah.
And then just that closet right there.
Yeah.
That's it? Okay. Well, we can get this out in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm going to be on the Sawzall again.
Sure.
Draper, did you see this one?
No.
Ooh, my room. So funny.
Just watch that doll doesn't fall on
A
you.
little nervous.
Yeah, watch it doesn't fall on you.
I know, come help.
Hold on.
Do it from this side?
Yeah, then at least if it falls, it won't fall on you. But just a sec.
Oh, okay, perfect. Got it. Sucks because when you try to lay them down, they're longer than the ceiling. I was about to take out that wall. Guess I better wait for you, hey?
See this?
Yeah,
And this?
yeah. What?
That's why you don't let the apprentice wire your house.
We have a bathroom. That's very exciting. You have a little bit of electrical still to get out.
Almost there.
And then we get that one little bit of wall.
Yeah.
Then we got to talk about how much money we spent this week. So that's coming up after one more wall. Waiting there to show me how to do it better.
Well, it's just that one's so wide. At the
I know,
end.
it's hard to get in. Okay,
There.
I got it from here.
Right, you can get-
Thanks for getting me started. Okay, we're just gonna sweep this off,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna keep all the ones that are reusable.
Yeah, we'll just stack them nicer.
Okay. And you're taking out some of the nails, or?
Yeah, we'll take out the nails, stack them nice.
There's a short ones, Kyle. You saw that? Yeah, get it in the right spot now. Does that mean we're done demo now?
No, done for today. Well, there's still all the top plates.
Oh.
We've got all this K3 subfloor to pull up. We have more mechanical to pull out, electrical, plumbing, a bit of HVAC to pull out. So,
I really wanted to start putting the house back together next week. So next week, hopefully last week of demo. Is that what you're telling me?
yes.
Fingers crossed?
Hopefully,
Hopefully?
majority is done.
That sounded optimistic. And then last thing we need to talk about, and then we get to go crack our cold ones.
Money.
Money. I didn't spend any money this week, but I'm gonna end up spending a lot of money once those window quotes come in.
Did I spend any money?
The engineer.
Oh yes, we had to pay for the engineering drawings.
Yeah.
That was $2,600.
2,600, yeah. And then what about, that's it? No Home Depot runs?
Oh, actually, $70 at Home Depot for some plumbing stuff to hook up some temporary water lines.
Okay. So we're still looking real affordable, but it is not going to stay that way. And are we signing off for the week?
Yeah, that's it for the week.
All right. So if you enjoyed this video, take a look at this playlist and you can watch us renovate this house from day one.
And as always, thanks so much for watching.